I'm excited about this because, as we know, last week we were very cold. This weekend we're going to have another front coming through, so it's going to get back cold, even though it may not feel like it right now. And I feel like this time of year, everyone loves a good soup.
They really do, and it just is warm and comforting, you know, after a long day of work and everything everybody has going on. And this one is super, super simple. So it's turkey and vegetable soup.
Okay.
And I already browned 1 pound of ground turkey. I just put it in our pot and cooked it through, and I just removed it and put it on a plate. And if there's any liquid or fat release, you could just drain that off. But if not, then you'll just keep moving. So now I'm just going to put a couple of teaspoons of olive oil down in our pot here. And I'll put it on medium-high heat, and we'll add our veggies. I'm just going to turn that up a little.
You know what this kind of reminds me of? My stepchildren are very big fans of taco soup. They love, I mean, they could literally eat taco soup every single night. So this kind of reminds me in a way of that.
Yeah, that this would kind of be, to me, kind of like an Italian taco soup.
Yeah.
It's kind of like all the same things, except, you know, switching up a couple of things. So yeah, they probably would like this one then.
I'll have to print out this recipe.
Yeah, and it's so simple, like I said. So we're just gonna add our veggies. We just have a cup of celery, red bell pepper, onion, and carrots. So we'll put that in, and you can do your specialty.
Oh yeah, stirring.
Stirring.
I know. Well, I think an onion just went flying. I know you're really proud of me for my stirring abilities.
I am. So we'll go ahead and add our spices too, so it can get with those vegetables. So I have half a teaspoon of dried basil, 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, a teaspoon of garlic powder, teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of dried thyme, and then
you're adding the good stuff.
Yeah, half a teaspoon of black pepper. So most people have all those spices in their cabinets. So you know, this soup is very inexpensive to prepare, and it'll make a big pot. So that's always nice.
That is always nice. And again, you know, with the cold weather too, a lot of people feeling a little under the weather. I know I did the week of Christmas. Lots of people feeling that way. And this is a great way to get some veggies too.
Yeah, it really is. So when people are catching those colds, or a lot of people having the flu, you know, coming off of being really sick, you still kind of want to eat something that'll make you feel good. So this is definitely a good recipe for that.
Now, Lucy, would you recommend this particular recipe for a crock pot, or would you say stick to this way for this?
That's a good question. Yeah, you could definitely do this in the crock pot. So if you wanted to go that route, then you would just cook the turkey like we did at the beginning, and then you would put everything else in the crock pot. You wouldn't have to cook the vegetables right now like what we're doing. So cook the turkey, then put everything in the crock pot. And people always say, how long will it take in a crock pot? I'm like, well, you can literally cook anything on low for 8 hours or high for 4 hours. So just pop it in there, you know, 6 to 8 hours, and the soup will be just fine.
Ready
Good question.
Go.
Yeah.
Also, if people aren't a real big fan of turkey, can they change out the meat for this?
Yeah, definitely. You could use ground beef if you would like, or ground chicken would definitely be good, or you could just totally omit the meat. And we're going to use later 1 can of white northern beans. If you wanted to make it, you know, completely veggie, you could just throw in another can or 2 of your favorite beans.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, so we're just going to let that go for about 10 minutes and just let the veggies soften up, and then we'll keep going.
You know, it's crazy how fast the new year came, and we're into 2018, and now it's Mardi Gras season. So have you guys gotten the king cakes ready yet?
You know what? Yes. One of my friends texted me yesterday and was like, are y'all going to have the same king cakes that you did last year? And I told him yes. Some of the stores got their first shipment yesterday, and the rest should be coming today. So this week, our stores will have king cakes, so it's so fun to you know, get that going. I know everybody knows the first parade is on Dauphin Island this weekend, and so you can definitely stop by Greer's and get your king cake and everything else you need.
Yeah, there is one on the way down to Dauphin Island.
There is on the way.
Check it out.
Last stop before you get there.
Yeah, so what else is going on with Greer's right now?
Gosh, hot and heavy into our online shopping, of course. A lot of people in the new year, you know, make resolutions on saving money, you know, eating better, cooking more at home, and so our online shopping really kind of hits all of those. It's very inexpensive. We don't charge you a fee. You know, we do all the shopping for you. You can just come and pick it up. So it's really something that I'm trying to do too. You know, cook more at home and be a little bit healthier. So.
And I have to tell you guys, the Ace Hardwares that you have inside some of the stores, I know the store in Bay Minette has one. It has really come in handy. We had to make a visit this past weekend to get some pipe stuff. So really comes in handy when you not only have the grocery store part of things, but the Ace Hardware in there as well.
Yeah, people really love those. Here, you know, in our area, of course, our store in Cottage Hill has an Ace Hardware right inside, and then Bay Minette and our store in Quitman, Mississippi is our third store that has an Ace Hardware right inside. So anybody that was traveling to and from Tuscaloosa this season and next season can stop in Quitman right near Meridian.
All right, we're going to continue to work on the soup. I'm going to print out the recipe. You should too. We'll see what the finished product looks like in just a little bit.